Happy holidays.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Because this episode should be coming out on New Year's Eve, I believe, on your birthday.
Happy
We
birthday.
figured, and when I say we, I say me, because I'm the one that came up with this idea.
She did.
Just kind of, because usually we talk about like New Year's and all this. I figured we could do like a quick little recap of a year here and talk about like the things that we did that we enjoyed and that we feel like were received well.
I like it.
And then at the end, I'll kind of talk about things that I want to talk about in the future and maybe like brainstorm some new ideas to bring to kind of zhuzh things up a little bit.
And if y'all have got any ideas, we'll tell you where you can find us and let us know at the end of the episode. So
please let us know. Please be jotting down your ideas. So, 2025 started with us doing a spooky state. We started with Louisiana this year. So we've made it through the L's to now the N's is where we're at currently. Which I really, really enjoy our spooky state series. I do enjoy it. And honestly, I do enjoy the format that we do now versus when we first started.
You do? I was about to say, honestly, I feel like in the future I may dip back into some of the haunted locations. Mm-hmm. I do sometimes kind of miss those. Yeah. These episodes are, with the way that we do them now, with me giving like the stupid laws and things like that, does it make it easier for me to write my portion of the episodes.
But also too, like, I think that like in terms of moving, once we've circulated through all of the states, you could do like the touristy places, like restaurants that are specific to these places. I think that like for me, as somebody who, when I travel, the most important thing is the food. Right. What's the food going to be like when I'm there? Because if it's inedible, I don't want to go.
Oh man, listen, hear me out.
Because like
one day, podcast trips.
Yeah, that's a goal for the future. Is like, we specifically
know we're going to be doing this state the next month, so we go to that state.
Yeah, that would be like once we're monetized and the podcast is paying for this shit. But like I want to go stay at a place in McMinnville once. Yeah. It's like, that's like 2 hours away from here. Yeah. Do an overnight stay. It's like a Victorian style mansion that's supposed to be haunted. McMinnville. We
say it McMinnville.
That's not right.
That's how the people from there say it.
That is not correct.
That is correct.
It's McMinnville.
It's McMinnville.
There ain't no A in that.
No, but that's how it's pronounced.
That don't sit right on the tongue. I don't like that.
That's how everybody, I mean, because my family's from around that area.
I ain't never. My grandparents spent a lot of time there because they did a lot of their, when they rode in the little rail cars, they would like leave out from McMinnville.
Well, yeah.
And I ain't never heard anybody say McMinnville. My
grandparents always said it. McMinnville. You said there ain't no A in that. Okay, but where's all the other letters in Shelbyville?
Where's the vol?
What happened?
Where's the U in vol?
What happened to all the letters in Shelbyville?
Anywho, but yeah, there's like a Victorian mansion there that's supposed to be haunted that I would love for us to stay overnight. And it's like, it's pretty cheap. It's like $100 a night or so. And it's a bed and breakfast, so we can eat breakfast there too.
Hell yeah.
And it's cute, and it's like, it looks like it would smell stuffy though. That's the only thing, is it looks like it would smell a little musty.
That's fine.
But I'm sure it'll be a good time. We'll get to it. I did like, don't even get us started.
Yeah. I set this out to try and make it be a fight. Yeah. I wanted us to get in a fight.
And instead we just agreed about things that piss us off.
I tried so much to get to bring up things that I knew, I just thought were gonna like set her off a little bit, but like she's really unbothered about everything.
I'm just like, no, actually that pisses me off too.
It was so hard. I tried for the sake of the pod for there to be,
I still think it was pretty good though.
Fights between us, but
we did do some more witchy episodes this year. With like we did herbs and their uses, the moon.
Oh, I do remember that episode.
I liked the moon. I love the moon. I love her.
Good.
The American Civil War. That brings me to something that I would like to do more of. Is like episodes of like military history and or stuff like that. Not like the boring drollness, but like I just listened to. I waited until all 6 parts were out. So there is a 6-part Last Podcast on the Left series on Heinrich Himmler, and it is incredible. First of all, Marcus Parks is an amazing writer, and when I tell you that his end speeches on series like this, it's you know it's like Eartha Kitt. It gets me right in the cooter. It gets me. Like, I almost started crying.
Started again.
Like, it was so good, I almost started crying. It was so motivational. And it's incredible. And so, it was like, you know, they had said something about, like, military history. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do, like, I don't want it to be 6-part series. I want stuff that I can do in like a 1-episoder, where I can like split up the dialogue very easily and stuff like that and make it interesting and like easy to listen to, but also like incorporate more of the history aspect of the podcast. And like, I mean, even if I have to bring the occult into it somehow, like World War II and the occult or something like that, where, you know, it makes it easier to digest in the spooky realm, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that, I feel like would really just get me going in 2026. Because that series was so good, and I highly recommend listening to it if you have the stomach for it, because I think it's particularly in part 5, it's a little rough to listen to.
Old Star?
It's kind of, because it's centered around basically the architect of the Holocaust is who this guy was. And it's, you know, it really gets into the nitty gritty of that and how that came about, and then how it just absolutely disintegrated. And the end, I can't stress enough the end speech of this series. And then there was another series that they did not too long ago where it's just really, it gives me hope. It's like fills me with hope.
We did a shower thoughts episode. I don't remember this.
I don't either.
I almost want to go back and listen to it because I don't remember that recording that at all.
And it's 87 minutes long.
Yeah.
I did like our Women of History.
Yes,
that we did. I would maybe like to do some more of that.
I like our international strange tales, spooky stories.
Yes, the Ireland ones.
One. It was cool. The Last Meals of Death Row Inmates was kind of like one of those that we just kind of threw in there. I feel like every podcast of our genre has done
something like that. Yeah, and I think it was kind of a popular episode. I think it kind of popped off a little bit. I feel like it did have some, like, not quite like our Gatlinburg Ghost Stories episode does, because I still don't know why that one was so popular, but in
the last year it has been listened to a total of 22 times.
See, that's not bad for an episode, for one of our episodes. I say that like it did hundreds of listens, right. But for me 20 something is a lot. I think it did well on our YouTube, and those numbers aren't reflected.
On this. We did a not safe for work chit chat,
which was like one of our first chit chatty ones, which I really enjoy.
Was it the one where I was like, just get straight to it?
I think so. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Spooky Massachusetts. I love anything to do with Massachusetts. I want to go there one day. Easter, we did World War II heroes. I do like the like questions ones that we do. I did like the thought-provoking questions. Haunted Salem. We should have saved that for a spooky season, but
that was the second episode we've done on Salem. Salem's got so much. And I love jumping into those.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Our first documentary deep dive.
We haven't done one in a while. I really like doing that. I like watching it and then like taking notes.
Right.
Because like what I was doing was like I would watch it. I don't even know if those episodes do well at all. I don't know if anybody likes them, but I like them. I like that we're like, because not everybody wants to sit down and watch. Everybody likes documentaries.
Well, that one has 18 downloads based off of this website since its release.
Yeah. So I think, I would like to also circle back to that. Maybe do one every couple of months or something like that. And get back into those. Oh, we had to drop one of our banked episodes.
Yeah.
Which I still haven't listened to. I don't know what that episode was about. We started doing the catch-up episodes, which I really enjoy.
Why did we drop? Was that the one that we thought we recorded, but we didn't?
I believe
was
so.
That when the thing disintegrated?
Yes.
Okay.
And I accidentally deleted that episode. So yeah, that happened in May. I still do not know how that snow globe did not bust. Nothing on that bookcase broke except for the bookcase.
You're right.
And all of these are anchored to the wall. That one's anchored to the wall. Everything in here except for my desk is like anchored to the wall. Even the book tree over there is anchored. I was like, we ain't taking no risks. We got a little bit more into Appalachia again, because I know we both really enjoy like the Appalachian culture, right. And I think like where we live is just like on the outskirts of it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we have like a little bit of the dialect, but not a lot of the dialect, and like a little bit of like the food, like the recipes and stuff, but not like some of the more like traditionally Appalachian meals. Yeah, we did another deep dive. Greek mythology, loved that. I would love to get more into other Greek mythology characters.
I
loved it.
I think that's one of those that you wrote.
Yes. Weird collections. That was a long time request of my sister's.
It was a good one.
And I have absolutely no idea if she actually listened to it. And then we started spooky season early this year, and I don't care if these episodes did well or not. I thought we were hilarious. The ghost hunting episodes. I loved those. I don't think we didn't catch shit.
Oh, the ghost
we didn't ghost hunt nothing.
Yeah.
We sat around.
I think we did.
We
It
did.
just didn't occur to us at the time that we were catching.
Exactly.
What we were catching.
And there were mistakes made. We will not put the phone with the app next to the phone that is recording.
I hope
so. It is like beep directly in your ear hole.
I hope the next time we get to go, we're not using an app on a phone. I hope that I also deleted that app. Now I paid for it. Now whether or not I did download it for free.
So, Sierra that went on the retreat that's on the Ladies in Tangents. So her and Jerry, the Ladies in Tangents, did Two Girls, One Ghost recently, and they were talking about a different app that they've all had. Like, they feel like it's more unique to the experience, and they're like, we turn off all GPS location on our phone while we're using the app and all this. I'll have to go back and get the name of it, but they were like, all four of them were like, that is the best app we've ever used for like ghost hunting.
Well, I would like to get like
a piece of equipment of some sort,
a spirit box, the infinity deck. I'd like to have more things for us to be able
more
to
tools
utilize. And I hope that in the future that is something that we can do.
I I would love to be able to do like little ghost hunting episodes.
Maybe not once a month, but every
every few months, because those would be a little bit more of an undertaking, because those have to be more planned out than, because like, sure, I can sit here and write an episode, but planning out like where we're going, do we need to get permission, all that kind of stuff. I enjoyed the NASCAR.
I did enjoy that one.
And that led to me getting more NASCAR content pushed to me. So I like see clips of like the Dale Jr. download podcast. And because he had Rusty Wallace on there not too long ago. And I commented, and I was like, my papa would eat this shit up. I'm like, my papa would love this podcast. And my papa died way before podcasts were even like, before the term podcast existed. Right. And I'm just like, he would love this. Like, I think he would hate NASCAR now, what it is.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody fist fighting at the NASCAR races anymore.
Do
they?
Yeah, girl.
Well, it's like somebody was like, they just don't have drama like they used to. And, and it's like, it's stuff like, it's like, that nostalgia of like the 90s, early 2000s NASCAR races. Yeah. Like, we'll never get that back.
No. But they do begin in fights.
Do they? Cool. I like to hear that. But yeah, so, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. also has a podcast with his wife called Bless Your Heart, and it's HARDT.
Okay.
And he's funny. He's hilarious. And it's very like, I understand the dynamics of their relationship because I've seen the clips of this podcast. And I'm like, this feels familiar.
I'm trying to think of what.
Because he's just like a silly, goofy guy. And she's like, I'm trying to keep this household running. So, and you're out here farting. Like, I send clips to Danny all the time of them two, like them arguing about him farting first thing in the morning. And then he angry reacts them. And I'm like, listen, if Dale Jr.'s doing it.
I watched a NASCAR race not too long ago, and like, trying to think of who it was that I was like, he a bitch.
I'm so excited to go to the Freedom Factory.
There's some boys that are like petty, and they a bitch.
You know who's hilarious? Cletus McFarlane.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Okay. We did our spooky storytelling. I loved that episode. I loved doing that. That was so much fun.
The history of torture, honestly.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, but I loved it.
I did like it. I did like doing a more like horror-based spooky season this year. Like in terms of we got into like Jack the Ripper. The 13 Halloween homicides I think did well too.
Yeah.
We did see a spike and that was a short episode. Yeah. That was a very short episode. I didn't realize that. We did more catching up. My shit's loading. Hold on.
Spooky Montana.
Yeah.
The Jack the Ripper Part 2.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
I did. I liked the getting into like the popular culture aspect of it in particular. Because like it's crazy that there's this man that his name, we're never going to know who that man is. We're never going to know who Jack the Ripper is, right? It's been way too long, despite, things that have
I feel like
developed.
Had it happened in today's time, it would have been, that case would have been broken real quick.
Yeah.
But
like, I don't think that, like, it wouldn't have led to a bunch of women being murdered.
Right.
I think maybe at most 2.
Right.
At most. And then they would have figured out who it is. But, like, we're never going to know who that is. And I think that, like, history has kind of turned him into a fictional character.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, there's movies, there's music, there's books, there's, and people will spend their whole lives chasing their tails trying to figure out who in the hell this is. And I'm just like, you know what? Let it be a mystery. We don't have to know everything. everybody that was impacted directly by that case is long dead.
I will tell you, I saw something.
It would be cool to find out, though.
So there was a story. So I was watching another podcast. This is one of the Sobro Network's podcasts that they do. And they were talking about, like, part of their, what's it called? Why is this word escaping me?
I don't know.
What's the term you use when you're talking about, like, Mothman?
Cryptids.
So it's like a cryptid
conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were talking about spring-heeled Jack.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of, it's giving Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. Last podcast has done a episode on spring-heeled Jack. I think they even, like, created a coffee named Spring-heeled Jack.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they did or if that was a company that already existed. But I think it's a goofy story. I don't know. But I would like to get into, like, maybe do more cryptids.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
I have all these books that I would like to sit down and actually, like, take notes of things I would like to incorporate into the podcast. Because, like, I have shelves and shelves in here of material that I am just simply not using. Right. I'm adding to the hoard, but I'm simply not using it. I would also really like to do a Titanic themed episode of some sort.
I know.
I don't know what I would do, but I want to do something.
I know you would. What is this Harvest special? That was like our most recent release, and I don't know what it was.
That was the Thanksgiving storytelling. That was
Okay.
It was, the vibes were off.
Gotcha. I'm with you. I'm here. Okay.
We were tired. It was the very end of the night. It was like 2 a.m, 3 a.m.
One of us was more into it than the other was.
Yeah. My brain was fried by the end.
Well, that
like,
was
by the time we got to that.
Time change day. So
yeah.
It was rough.
And we went to Cracker Barrel, which was worth it, but...
Was it, though? Because
I got so sick on the way. Like, in the middle of the night, I got so sick. My stomach hurt.
We almost died. I could not see. I, for one, am not great to drive at night.
Yeah.
I can do it. It's not going to be fun.
Yeah.
It was also raining.
Yeah.
And we were in a very high traffic area.
Yeah.
And an area that I used to be very familiar with, but am no longer very familiar. And at one point was driving down in a lane that was not the way I should.
Nothing was coming. It was fine.
It was touch and go.
But
now on the way back
I think until like time changes again, we need to like keep our outings local. Unless I'm driving. Which
well, no, I mean, I
can
mind.
See.
As long as it's not like pouring down rain, I'm good.
Yeah.
If it's pouring down rain, I can do
I'm okay.
it.
I'm okay in the rain at night. I'm okay in the rain at night.
But
it is because I have astigmatism. It is a bit glary, but I think if I wore my blue light glasses while I was driving, it wouldn't be so bad.
My glasses are supposed to help me with that. But I don't mind us going like. Because that's my once a month. This is my once a month
like
girls'
night. Yeah.
You know, I get to spend time with you
and just talking.
Right.
Yeah.
And so us going somewhere for dinner is great.
We're learning.
I enjoyed our girl dinner tonight.
I did enjoy the girl dinner tonight.
But
I'm sure next month we'll do something.
Yeah.
A little more fun, but because it's the new year, we got to celebrate the new year together.
Right. You know what I would like to do an episode on, and I've been thinking about this for a long time? Specifically, Eileen Wuornos.
Haven't we talked about her before?
Very little. I don't know that we went in depth. We may have.
I don't remember. I think we did, because we did like female serial killers, I think.
Maybe.
But we can do more of like a deep dive into her story, because I think her story is overall fascinating, and I think that that's like really a case of mental illness leading to and like creating life circumstances that would lead to, you know, everything that happened eventually.
But also kind of justified.
I've seen her bra and panties. I just want you to know.
Good to know.
Yeah. They've got some at the Museum of Death in New Orleans.
Other things that we'd like to cover in the next year. Like you said, I would like to do some in-person traveling.
Yes, and that way. I mean, even if it's just like local or like within an hour or two of us. I don't want to get too far, for the first bit. Like, I don't want to like travel extensively.
You know what my true goal is for the year? I want us, maybe not a whole weekend, but at least an overnight stay together as a girls' trip. Now, whether it's podcast related or not, I don't care. But a girls' trip, because I've literally never...
We've never been on a trip. We've never stayed over... I think other than like when you broke your hip and I lived with you.
Yeah.
We've never like stayed overnight with each other.
Yeah, we've never had like a sleepover.
No, because like...
As kids.
Yeah. But... Because like, your mama did not want you staying over at my house. And honestly... Period. Like you would have been safe. It would have been fine.
Right.
It would have just been a little wackadoodle.
Well,
but like I never, for whatever reason, never stayed over at your house. It was just something we never did.
Right.
I
think
friends,
that at the age when we started hanging out, I think that we had bypassed the stage of having sleepovers.
Yeah.
Now, it still happened.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you still had sleepovers with
my friend Brandy. Yeah.
Well, Dr. Pepper Earl.
Every once in a while, yeah. But like by the time we would hit like our senior year, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because like I was over her lying about everything. Yeah. But yeah, like I had sleepovers with friends, and it was like it was only certain friends. But I'm a creature of like, I like to stay in my own little habitat. I don't like to leave my little habitat. So it makes me very anxious when I do.
Right.
Like, I get really bad, like, lead up to travel anxiety. I know once I get there, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be cool as a cucumber. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to really get into, while I'm there, I'm going to be in it. Like, right. I'm going to enjoy myself.
I get that.
But it's the lead up of the thought of leaving home and going somewhere where I don't know.
Right. I get that.
So
I've already started having a little anxiety about us going on this trip next month.
Yeah.
With the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And taking them on a plane.
Yeah.
But
I think they'll do fine.
I do too.
They'll be all right.
And Maddie's having a little bit of anxiety about it too. We were talking about it while we were in the car on Thanksgiving, and she was like, I'm not looking forward to it. Because as we were driving, we were close to the airport, and there was a plane coming in for landing, and it was like really like low.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, oh guys, look. And so like, we were talking about how Easton's going to love the takeoff because it's like, it pins you back in your seat.
Yeah.
You know? And he's going to love that.
Landing is a little bit more rough.
Well, that's what I was explaining.
Yeah.
To Maddie. I was like, when you land, I said, you are going so fast. And it's like, when you hit the ground, it feels like they are like literally standing on the brake pedal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have to kind of brace yourself, because if not, you could possibly face plant the seat in front of you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's very, because you're like, there's no way we're going to slow down.
Right.
But never fails every time they do, so it's not anything to worry about.
Yeah.
But I was like, it is just very unnerving. I said, I'm always very thankful.
It was very scary in a little 2-seater plane to land.
I'm always very thankful to get off the plane.
Do you clap?
No, I've never heard anybody. I saw something, I think it was on a podcast the other day, where people were talking about people clapping. And I was like, I've literally never, like on, the few flights that I've been on, no one has ever clapped when we landed.
It happens.
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you tap the wall when you go in?
I've also seen that. But I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. And you can also ask the pilot for a trading card. Have you done that?
I've heard that, but I've never done it.
Adam the Woo does it. He gets trading cards when he gets on planes. They love it. The pilots love it when you ask. Yeah.
I'll have Easton ask.
Yeah. Oh, they would definitely love it if it was a little kid. Like they love it when adults do it too. But and I think like the kids can get like My First Flight pins.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. I'm so excited.
We bought them all like little Walmart was running. We were talking about instead of taking like the huge suitcase and checking it, I was like, well, if we all had like the smaller rolling suitcases, we could just do those as carry-ons because we're allowed 2. So like they could have that plus their backpack with whatever is going to keep them occupied for while we're on the plane. And I'm like, if we could get the kids each one of those suitcases, then they can just put all their own stuff in their own suitcase and just roll it and be responsible for it. And, we'll get on the plane, whatever.
Yeah.
And so we were looking on Amazon for like the character suitcases, they're expensive.
Yeah.
And so we had given up and we had gone to Walmart and found like they had like a plain black one that was like maybe $40. And so we're like, we can get them each one of these plain black ones. They're just gonna have to deal with the fact that it's not customized to their liking.
Right.
We can buy like paint or something they can paint. I don't care. So
you can put stickers on them.
Well, yeah. Yeah. And then
so are they like the hard plastic?
No, it was I think it was cloth.
Oh, okay.
But I mean it would still work.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But then we go to Walmart a couple of days later and I just saw like there was some jackass was standing. So when you're going across the front of Walmart where the cash registers are and then there's the aisle and they've got all the things in the middle and then there's the other side, like where everything starts. We were passing the holiday section. Yeah. And some jackass was standing in the middle of this aisle waiting on his turn to get to a self-checkout.
Yeah.
And there was plenty of room for him to scoot up, but he was blocking the entire walkway. So I cut up through the holiday stuff and went through that middle portion of the holiday stuff.
Yeah.
And it puts you out right on that main aisle from the entrance. Okay?
Where like,
going toward the pharmacy.
Yeah.
And I just so happened when we came out of the holiday stuff, I just so happened to glance off to my right and it was like when the Black Friday stuff had just started.
Yeah.
And they had their character suitcases on sale marked down to like $35 or something.
Oh, nice.
And so they had a Spider-Man, they had a Bluey, they had a Hello Kitty, and they had a Stitch. So you already know. Gemma was like, I got to have the Stitch one.
Yeah.
And I was like, Maddie's going to need that Hello Kitty one. She wasn't with us.
Yeah.
And so Easton was like, I guess I'll take Spider-Man. So we ended up getting them those, and they're super stoked about it.
Nice.
And I'm like, we're going to look like little, like just this cute little traveling
family. By the time this episode goes up, y'all have already gone. So,
well, but I'm like, we're going to look like this cute little stair-step family walking through the airport with our little rolling bags.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be cute. I'm so excited.
When are you telling the kids?
Probably like the night before we leave. So this is airing after the fact? Yes. So I can tell you guys.
Yeah.
So we are surprising the kids with also taking them to Disney.
Yeah.
For one day. So we're going to, we're flying into Florida and we're going to Clearwater. We're flying into Tampa, driving over to Clearwater, spending the majority of our time in Clearwater. But one of the days that we're there, we're going to go to Disney and just, let them do Disney at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Now that everybody's older.
Yes.
And
2, it's on our butt.
Because Easton was like.
He was like a year old.
Yeah. So he probably doesn't even remember Disney at all.
Gemma barely does. But it's on our bucket list because we got to see Disney at Halloween. So it was on our bucket list to do Disney at Christmas. Yeah. I want to see Magic Kingdom decorated for Christmas.
Yeah.
So
have you ever seen the documentary of them decorating for Christmas?
No.
It's on Disney Plus.
I'll have to look.
It's insane.
I'm sure
it's like the park closes and then
at Halloween.
Hundreds. Well, it's like after Halloween. But because do they do Halloween directly into, or do they leave like Harvest up a little bit?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, they go directly into. I could be wrong.
But it's like the park closes and then like hundreds of people, and it's like a well-oiled machine at this point, go in and do all of the decorating.
And it's done before.
And it's like all of and it's like all of the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. It's
and
crazy.
I don't know that, and I think that that's just for the main like Disney park. I don't know about other parks because I think like Adam the Woo was like he was at I think it was Magic Kingdom.
I don't remember
and he was like it was like a gradual process. It was like stages of it being decorated.
Well, I don't remember because like I said, we went during October in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like Magic Kingdom was definitely done up for Halloween.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Ooh, y'all have got to ride the Haunted Mansion because it's Nightmare Before Christmas themed for Christmas. Yeah, it's Nightmare Before Christmas themed for Christmas.
I don't remember there being a whole lot of Halloween decoration in any of the other parks except for Magic Kingdom. We did go to all the other parks. I mean, I'm sure there was like small things.
Yeah.
But like, I don't remember Animal Kingdom being very Halloween-y.
Yeah, I think that there's some that they don't do like a lot for.
Yeah.
But
Epcot may have been done up a little bit.
I don't know.
See, Epcot's kind of a blur for me. I didn't really enjoy Epcot. It was like, I feel like there's a lot more character interaction there.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it wasn't my favorite park. Magic Kingdom was number 1. Hollywood Studios was number 2.
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios was cool because portions of it gives that old school Hollywood vibe.
Yeah. It's still more of the retro Disney. But I love the retro Disney.
It was, I mean, Magic Kingdom's number 1 because it's the main, it's the big time. It's the main event.
Right.
But it was really cool at Halloween, so I am stoked as shit to see it.
It's really pretty.
But I do think we're hiding this from the kids. That's part of their Christmas present. And I think we're gonna wait and tell them like the night before we leave. Mm-hmm. Which means,
honestly, if it was me, I'd wait until you're there.
I thought about it, but how hard is it gonna be for us to get all that stuff packed? You know. I don't know. It wouldn't be too hard to pack it, but like, I don't know. He was
and then just be like, here's y'all shirts for tomorrow.
That's what I had said. But he was saying he was going to give it to them. Like we were going to wrap up because we got like cards as our park passes instead of the magic bands. Mm-hmm. The magic bands are like $50 a piece.
Oh.
So we got cards. And so he was going to wrap each of their cards and be like, okay, you guys can open a present before we go. Like the night before. And it be that and see how it goes. Mm-hmm. I think they'll be stoked about it.
Yeah.
I do think that there will be no sleep to be had that night.
Probably.
A, because they're excited for that. B, because of anxiety.
Yeah.
Our flight is at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
So we're going to have to get up early.
Yeah.
To get there.
That's going to be a joy with a teenager.
I think she'll be fine. And I don't think they're going to give us too much shit because they're going to be excited. Yeah. Much like when we went to Denver.
Yeah.
Our flight was like 5:15 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And so I was up at like 2:30.
Yeah. That also gives you more time there.
Yes. So. And that was kind of the point.
Yeah.
That's why we wanted to get there so early. But like, I was up at like 2:30 in the morning because I was anxious and I was like, I need to wake up, drink some water, get my stuff moving so I can take a shit before we leave the house so I won't be having to take a shit at the airport or on the plane.
Yeah.
Because I'm not taking a shit on the plane. I will shit my pants before I take a shit on the plane.
Who was it? I saw somebody was like, I'm peeing on a plane for the first time and I'm not even going to lie to tell you, I'm scared. Yeah. And then they were like, 10 out of 10, never doing that again.
I don't mind it. It's not the greatest. It is like, I hate having to like get up and walk through the aisle. Yeah. And like be in the way of it. And as a bigger lady, you gotta like walk sideways and it's kind of a pain in the ass. And then that bathroom
best believe I would be emptying my bladder before I got on that
I always do.
Yeah.
But you know.
I ain't drinking nothing.
But like the bathrooms are tiny. I think I honestly have only had to pee on the plane once in all the places that we've taken thus far. Mm-hmm. And it was on the way to Vegas. Because I was by myself and I had the window seat with 2 men that I don't know sitting there. And I'm like, I'm about to pee myself, so I need to get up and go. So I finally was just like, I looked at them and I was like, I'm really sorry to do this, but I need to use the restroom. Can you guys let me out?
Yeah.
And I hated it. And then I'm like dreading having to go back. I was like, do I just sit in here for the rest of the flight? But it is, I mean, they were understanding. They're like, yeah, no worries, no problem.
In general, most people are fine to deal with.
Planes are, I enjoy a plane ride better than I enjoy an 8-hour drive. Just because it's quicker and I get there faster and I can get to my vacation faster.
Yeah. I love the drive.
It's a coin toss as to whether or not the person that you're sitting next to is going to be pleasant.
Yeah.
It's a coin toss as to whether or not the person that you're sitting next to is going to stink.
Yeah.
Then you're worried about if you stink and you just don't smell yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I'm a bigger lady. Am I taking up too much of their space?
See.
But like,
no.
I'm so sure, sitting, from what has been discussed thus far, I'm going to be either on the aisle seat or between the girls on the way there. And possibly just me and one child on the way back.
Yeah.
And the other two will be sitting with him.
Gotcha.
But we'll see. I don't know. I'm a lover. Here's the odd part of being a bigger woman.
Yeah.
I'm a lover of that middle seat.
Yeah.
I like that middle seat. I don't want to be in the aisle
because
I don't want to be in people's way if they're trying to walk through.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be at the window because that gives me anxiety looking out.
Yeah.
Now I did enjoy it on my way to Vegas. I rode in the window seat on the way back from Denver and I did not appreciate it.
Yeah. See, I think that like I would be fine because that was one of the things that I didn't mind about the like little flight that I took was seeing things from up high. I didn't mind that.
It was cool.
It's just, I don't know. There's something.
My anxiety hit me at the worst possible time, and I think it's because the takeoff from Denver was so fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like I had already decided that we weren't making it home.
Yeah.
But then my anxiety was high, and then at one point I looked out the window and I'm like, if this plane just fell out of the sky right now, look how high we are.
But like we enjoy a good road trip. Like
y'all do enjoy the ride.
Enjoy it because there's like stuff we stop and do, and there's like places it's like a place we go to all the time. Like there are specific stops that we make on the way.
See, I'm not a mosier.
Like if we for instance, Gatlinburg. If we're going to Gatlinburg, we're moseying. We're not like rushing there. We're not rushing home, especially if we leave like on a Sunday. We're just moseying. We will take all damn day to get home if we want to. We enjoyed the drive to Branson. It was pretty easy. I would 100% drive to New Orleans again. It was such an easy drive.
It is. It's not that the drives aren't easy. I get, as my mother would put it, stove up in the car. I get stiff. I get antsy. Yeah. I can't see. I don't like to sit still.
I'm a sleeper.
I try not to be because I feel bad because he's having to drive.
I see,
and there's no one to talk to.
That we'll put on a podcast or something, or we'll have music going. He's fine. I don't think it bothers him. And if he starts getting tired, he'll let me know, and I'll take over driving.
Well, I'm not allowed to drive on trips.
For the most part, I need to be comatose because some of his driving habits are terrifying.
I want to get to where we're going, and I want to get started on the vacation. And then when it's time to go home, I want to be home as quickly as possible. For me,
part of the vacation is the ride there. Because there's like these spots that we stop at, like Buc-ee's.
Well, yeah.
Like if we go to Pigeon Forge or in Gatlinburg, like our meal stops are Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
And that's like the places we stop to go to the bathroom. And then, like, if we're coming home on a Sunday and we're not in a hurry, we'll stop at all the thrift store, like as many thrift stores on the way home as possible. And like, even when we came back from Louisville, like he likes to do like back roads and get off the interstates and just like, that's part of our moseying is like, we've seen so much stuff just doing that.
No
Because, like, we stopped at, like, on the way back from Louisville when we went to see Dita Von Teese, we stopped at this little diner in this little podunk town. And it was one of the best meals I have ever had of my life. I still think about that cheeseburger I had.
That, like, there's some hidden treasures back there that I've missed.
I think, like, just there's, like, for some people, it's just, like, let's get the travel aspect over with, but we enjoy the travel aspect.
Now, he and I have talked about, like, our retirement plan is to, like, get an RV and just travel.
We plan to get a small camper one day.
The kids can't move back home if they can't find it. So, and, like, it'd be awesome just to wake up one morning and be like, you know what sounds good for dinner? Lobster. Let's go to Maine.
Yeah.
You know, and then, like, just take off and drive. However, I think it would be better in, like, an RV because I can get up and walk.
But, like, we'll have a tow along so we can unhitch from the car and, like, have the vehicle to be able to go around.
Right,
because, like, the idea of one of the ones that's, like, a whole bus situation, not, like, the big ones, but, like, the small ones for just a couple, I'm like, sure, great. But then you get somewhere, and then you've got to drive the whole RV wherever you're going.
Yeah.
So, it's, you know, we want, like, a pull-along. Like, something small that's, like, just...
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that would be... That would be good.
Because, you know, if there's one thing about me, I love a glamping situation. I love, you know.
Well, I
want to lay in the woods, read my Kindle, or read a book. And, speaking of, I have a friend that wrote a book. It's called Blackheart. It's up for pre-order. It'll be out and available by the time this episode is out.
Nice.
But it's by Pixie Rella. She's not paying me to say this. But
Unpaid.
When I tell you that this woman knows how to tell a story. She knows how to weave a web. And so I'm very excited for Blackheart. I'm going to be carrying my Kindle around. It's available for pre-order on Kindle right now, and it is available like hard copy through, I think you can get it through Barnes and Noble, Walmart, that kind of stuff. She self-published this.
I'm so damn proud of her.
She's put her whole ussy into this book.
Oh,
she has been writing this book for years. She was like, I started writing this book like 10 years ago. And it's finally like, it's so close to being in the hands of people who are excited to read it. Like all her ARC readers are like, this book is phenomenal. And so she's nervous that people aren't going to like it. I don't think so, but some of the girls in the Discord do, and they will.
Her that Brittany just said
she put her old ussy into this storyline. I just know it. I don't even have to have read it, and I know it. And but yeah, the way, because she's a streamer and she uses The Sims as like a storytelling mechanism, and I'm fascinated. I've watched some of the streams
and I like it.
I'm fascinated by it. She does different series. She's got a whole Shrek series. That's how I got involved 2 full years ago. It's like now over 2 years ago. And it's just, you
have your own Sims character.
I have my own Sims character. Britt Sniddly Hogbordery. I've got her little snapshot up there framed and I'm going to dress as her for the retreat. So I'm like looking for bits and pieces to be my own character. And then I got these tiny little envelopes and I'm going to give everybody at the party, spoiler alert if you're going to be there, but little trinkets. So they're going to have like little trinkets from Britt Sniddly Hogbordery.
I love it.
I don't know what's going to be in them yet. And I'm going to thrift some things. There might be some
that I will never get to partake in is y'all's little retreats because I am not as involved in it as you are. Yeah. I could be easily. I just don't ever take the time to sit down and get there.
It does take a lot of like willpower to check in. And because and there's sometimes where like some people you won't hear from them for months. And then they're like, hey, y'all, I've just had some life stuff going on. And it's like, hey, girl, come on in.
Right.
So it's very much like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I enjoy about it. So it's a very community driven.
It is. I love it, honestly.
And all because one girl knows how to tell a story with The Sims. All because she did breed out the Farquaad on TikTok one day. And I, who have never played The Sims in my life, like the closest I got was like when there was the Facebook game era where it was like, and there was a Sims version on there. I played the shit out of that.
I had like the OG Sims back in the day.
I never played it. That was the only time I played The Sims.
Download The Sims on my PC not like maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
And tried to get back into it. I just can't.
Was it called like Sims Social or something? I don't remember the Facebook version.
Yeah, I think so.
But I had like people living everywhere. But, you know, it's one of those things where it just like phases out slowly. And like you just, because like, you know, it was the era of like Farmville and stuff. And so I wonder what my Sims are doing.
They did.
Probably.
They've been to,
but, and I'd love to think that I would play, like if I got it, like even just the base game that's free, that I would play it and get into it. But I fear I will not. I'll live vicariously through Pixie and her storytelling and whatever she decides to dream up with The Sims. Anyway. That was our year in review. That was our future plans.
And some.
And just more shooting the shit.
I do enjoy us shooting the shit. And I feel like people are receptive to it.
Yeah. That's why I do like that, like, we start each month with, like, a catch-up of what have we been doing. Because we generally will go the full month without, like, hanging out.
Right.
We'll talk on the phone and stuff.
Maybe like once a week.
Yeah. Sometimes not even that. We're busy. And it doesn't mean that we're not giving a shit about the other person. But we do be sending each other TikToks and stuff. So I feel like that is a valid form of communication.
It is. We do be sending each other some of the most ridiculous damn things, though.
True. I like sending the ones that's got like 16 likes on them and they're weird.
Yeah.
And also, if you follow me on TikTok, just go to my reposts. Because anything, I'll be like, repost. Made me giggle, repost.
Listen.
Weird, repost.
Maddie gets on hers and like it doesn't even start playing and she's like it. And I'm like,
girl, you were ruining your algorithm.
What are you doing?
She viewed my profile the other day and I was like, uh-oh. I was like, what video did I repost? Because I forgot that we were mutuals on TikTok because of you.
Well,
but I forgot and I was like, and I saw that it said that she viewed my profile and I was like, what weird video did I repost that ended up on her For You page that led her to coming to my page?
And I think she does listen to the podcast. I can't swear to it, but like,
I can't prove it, but I know it's happening.
She's mentioned things, and then she was like, you know, some of my friends and I were listening to it, and like, you're kind of cringe.
Of course we are. We're millennials. But we're the older generation than you. Of course we're cringe.
I'm like, but here's the thing. I'm like, you know, how many kids out there can say that their parent has a podcast that's doing okay?
Yeah, it's not,
you know, people are listening to it. It's not a lot, but people are listening to it. And it's not just our closest friends and family.
It's people there's somebody that listens to this podcast that we have never met.
Internationally.
Yeah.
We are internationally listening to.
And that is crazy.
That is crazy.
That there's somebody who's a fan of us that like probably listens every week.
Here's something
that we don't know.
There are people walking around that are wearing our merch from time to time.
Oh yeah. Well, so what I like to do is when I like outgrow things or like things like don't fit me anymore, I'll donate them.
Yeah.
So like recently I've donated like I think it was a crew neck. And he goes, "You're donating a Wanderers of Weird crew neck?" I was like, "Yeah, I got to sprinkle that shit out in the world somehow."
Yeah.
I was like, I've donated several t-shirts and I ain't never seen them come up at the Goodwill, so somebody's buying them.
Right.
I was like, I don't know if we've got a fan that's like...
Let me figure out what this is. Let me Google this.
Yeah. Can you imagine if we've gotten a fan from me donating a shirt to the Goodwill?
The fact that you can Google us.
Yeah, is crazy. We have an IMDb page, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy to me.
That's insane. But, you know.
That's cool. I'm excited to see what 2026 has in store for us. I'm sure that'll be
year 4.
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. We will hit 200 episodes in 2026.
That's crazy.
That's insane. You remember when we just had this little buggy idea to do a podcast?
It literally was just like, and then like when I sat down with TJ, I was like, hey, we're thinking about doing this. What do you think? And he's like, if that's what you want to do. I really thought he was going to be like, you're not going to stick to this.
Yeah.
And honestly,
I honestly did not foresee us being this far into it. No. But I love it. I enjoy it. It feels like girls
saw it go in 6 months and us being like, I'm sick of this.
Yeah. I love that we had a podcast
before that went there.
Yes, me and Allie did like 4 episodes, and that was it. And I still will come across like clips and those episodes exist on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we filmed some of those.
Yeah.
So if you are in the know, you can find those episodes.
Get High on Life.
Yeah, it was the Get High on Life podcast, and it was not great. I was very early into my stoner journey and was probably annoying. But there is a clip that I have on my phone. I don't know if it made it into the podcast.
Was she crunched?
She was over there eating something, and I side-eyed her so hard.
The look.
And I was like, I can hear every movement of whatever that is you're eating. And it is disgusting.
That reminds me that the Allie and the doo-doo farts came up on my thing.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the full story behind that was.
I don't remember. I know
we
that
just we like made up a band.
We did,
put
and it
out there.
Spiraled out of control as a joke.
It had a Facebook page.
Oh, it still does.
Yeah.
It still exists. Because are you an admin or just okay? Because I'll get notifications every once in a while that there have been views to that Facebook page. And I'm like, who in the hell is finding this in 2025? Who is finding Allie and the Doo-Doo Farts in 2025?
I love it.
If you find it, it's ALI and the Doo-Doo Farts. And if you find it, give it a like. This way I see you.
Tag it.
But yeah, hilarious. A fictional band that never put out any music. But we spent one like drunken evening creating the whole lore behind this band.
I can't find it now. Hold on. Oh, I sent you that post. Hold on. I can click on it from there.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot you did send me that post where you like tagged it. But yeah. So.
Oh, that wasn't it. That was the post that said, I'm glad my sister is my sister and not my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'd never be her friend.
I was like, damn, burn. Did you send that to your sister?
I don't know. I feel like I thought about it and I was like, it's going to hurt her feelings. But here I am airing it out. She's going to hear it anyway.
Well, at least you know she spared your feelings by not sending it to you and only sending it to me.
No, I definitely would not have been her friend. I'd been like...
There are times, like, the amount of times...
She's weird. I love you. You're weird. And you know that. And you're like, okay with it.
The amount of times that, like, Danny and I will, like, laugh so hard we're crying about a post. And then he's like, should I send it to so-and-so? Or I'll be like, should I send this to so-and-so? And then we're like, no, because that feels like bullying.
Never
so we don't
back.
Send it.
If it's ever... to me,
yeah, there have definitely been times where I was like, that will hurt their feelings.
Send it, because you know if it hurts my feelings, I'm gonna let you know. Speaking of, I thought about this the other day, and it's like my yearly my yearly reminisce.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Because I think I bring it up to you every year, and I have since then.
Shit.
What
did I do?
Do you remember the first year that you were dating that man?
This man?
Yes. The first Thanksgiving. And you wanted to bring him on our Black Friday shopping.
Oh, yeah. And you got so
mad. And I was like, that is our thing. No, he cannot go.
That was the last Black Friday we did, wasn't it?
Did our friend even go with us, or was it just you and me?
I think it was just you and me.
I think so.
And I was like,
I don't want him. I went to bed and bawled. I cried about it.
I know.
Because I was still unsure about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think I like him.
I mean, to be fair, it's been 6 years and I'm still a little unsure.
Well, I was like, I don't know that I like him enough for him to be in this car with us all night long. And this is our thing. Why would I don't even bring TJ. Like, I've never brought TJ.
I felt terrible.
And I was like, I don't
felt
want
bad.
this man to go.
Yeah.
Why is she doing it? I was so, like, I literally laid in bed and bawled to TJ.
Little did we know that would be the best man that I have ever met in my life.
It's debatable. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I mean, in comparison to any of the other men in my life.
Kidding. He is the perfect man for you.
Yes. Because we're both idiots. But we're both also, like, intelligent, but we're idiots together. And it's like, what is that Fairly Odd Parents meme where it's like we're two halves of a whole idiot?
Yeah.
But when we need to be serious, we can be.
Right.
And we can also fight too.
Listen, the last time we recorded, Brittany and I had a conversation. I don't know if it was on air or not.
It wasn't. It was at the Cracker Barrel.
Okay. So we established that these two have been together for 6 years. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
They are not, like, if you saw them together, you wouldn't even necessarily be able to tell if they're together.
Most people assume that we are husband and wife, but nobody has ever seen us do any sort of
There's
PDA.
no affection.
Yeah.
There is no affection. Like, them even hugging is a bedroom activity, okay?
We generally don't hug.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, there's no kissing, there's no cuddling, there's no hugging, there's no holding hands, okay?
Right.
So then last weekend, they come over to bring Gemma her birthday present.
Right.
Walk in the door holding hands.
I make sure you see it. Like, I was like,
for sure. For sure. And I'm like, stop it right now. I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable. This is making me, I'm weirded out. Stop. It's weird. Stop. I'm dying. TJ's over here like, what is going on? So I had to explain to him.
It was like seeing Bigfoot.
Oh, it was crazy. It was the craziest thing. I'm like, I don't like it. Please stop.
Listen, the way I have been howling about that conversation we had in the Cracker Barrel, even Danny was like, you talked about this in the Cracker Barrel?
Listen, anywhere we go in public,
and I was like, listen, it was a packed Cracker Barrel too.
Anywhere we go in public, people around us are getting a great conversation to overhear.
Girl, let me just tell you. So we went to eat,
and they were roommates.
We like to go eat Chinese buffet, right? Yeah. And we take Isaiah with us. So we are sitting there. It was this past weekend, and we're sitting there, and I overhear from the table behind us of old folks, right? Okay, keep in mind, these are older folks.
Okay, were they talking dirty?
I hear something about swinging, and I'm like,
time to clue in.
But the restaurant gets a little bit louder, so I'm having a hard time hearing. Aww. But Daniel's hearing, and they were talking about yeah. I can't really remember what it was because I had taken a gummy because I was going to a buffet. And,
yeah.
Also, too.
I don't personally know, but yes.
But, y'all know how it goes. Anyway. But, yeah. So, we're, like, sitting there, and he's, like, listening into the escapades of these people and their friends. And he's like, why are we talking about this in the Chinese buffet?
Hell, yes. And why aren't you talking about it at the Chinese buffet?
I don't know. And there was something else said, because listen, me and him walked into this restaurant with Isaiah arguing. He's rage baiting me the whole time we're walking into this restaurant, right? Because he got upset. He's looking for a parking spot, right? And this is one of our biggest fights, is looking for a parking spot in a parking lot. Because, like, we'll pass up 5 good parking spots to go park in some shitty parking spot.
Oh, Lord.
So, and he don't like it when I point it out. So, we're going, and I'm like, we could just park over here. It's fine. And Isaiah said something, and then I was like, yeah, this is just what he does. And I guess that irritated him enough that he rage baited me into, like, yelling at him in the Chinese restaurant.
What a dick move.
So, like, and because we're walking in, and I'm like, this is such youngest child behavior. You are pissing me off. I was like, this is the epitome of being the youngest child and being nothing but a little shit.
Listen.
We get up to...
I'm offended by that statement.
Listen, you can tell he is the youngest of 3 boys. It's very much like youngest boy child behavior of, like, got away with everything, you know, just, it was very much giving that. And meanwhile, like, he's like, oh, it's just a joke. It's just, no, it was not. You were rage baiting me, pissing me off. So, mind you, we get up to the thing. We're still arguing. And the lady's like, how many? And I was like, 3. And he's behind me trying to touch my butt. And I was like, stop fucking touching me. And then I'm like, get me a water. And I went to the bathroom. And then I go in there. I do my business. I go to I wash my hands. And then there's no paper towels. So I'm Steven. I'm like, I'm done being pissed in hell. I go out, I fix my plate, sit down. It's like none ever happened. It's some of the most toxic shit.
You were just hangry. You're not
also too, my gummy was starting to kick in, and I'm a little bit more me when the gummy kicks in. I'm a little bit more mouthy, and the walls like that restrict me and keep me being normal are gone.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't give a shit if we're arguing right in front of these 5 Asian ladies.
Right.
And Isaiah. Like, because you know that emoji of, like, the boy just standing? That's Isaiah when we start arguing. It's just that, like, the little, like, just standing there.
Mom and Dad are arguing again.
And it's about nothing.
Auntie Mother and Uncle Daddy are arguing
whatever.
Again.
Yeah, so.
Anyway.
But yeah, the swingers at the Chinese restaurant.
Listen, I have to tell you this conversation that was had, okay?
Yes.
That made me think about. So, when TJ went to Vegas, he was talking about he got this and this and this for the kids, okay? Mm-hmm. And I was like, what'd you get me? He's like, I didn't get you nothing. And I'm like, what? And he goes, no, I'm not getting you nothing. I was like, well, I know what you can bring me back. And he's like, what? I was like, bring me a hot chick back. And he's like, I'm not going to talk to a woman. And I'm like, you know what? Fair. Because, like, when we started dating, I approached him.
Yeah.
I think
some men have to be approached.
Like, I think he sent me a friend request because we had mutuals, and I had stopped. Like, we had met through mutuals at a local restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had sent me a friend request, and so, but I started the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of took off from there. He's not going to talk to a woman. He's very shy.
Yeah.
When it comes to that kind of thing. But I'm like,
Daniel, through and through. He's going to be so embarrassed I said that, but Daniel through and through.
I'm like, you can do it. You can talk. You can find me a hot girl. There's plenty of them.
And he's like,
how am I going to entice a woman to go across the country?
Hey, girl, you want to leave Vegas and go back to Tennessee?
And, like, hook up with my, he'd never say this, fat ass wife. But, like, I'm like, you can do it. You can do it. And he's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
So he's there with 2 other guys from work, okay?
Right.
And I'm like, their conversation's getting pretty. It's getting to a place. We've been a couple days without seeing each other. You know?
Right. As, you know, things happen. One thing leads to another.
But he's like, I'm telling you, this statement was made, and then like a whole day, maybe 2 later, he comes back with, how am I supposed to get a woman to go halfway across the country with me? And I'm like, you've been thinking about this whole time?
He's probably like, the logistics of this just don't even make sense.
What he said. He was like, I'm just sitting here looking, like thinking about the logistics of it. And I'm like,
that's funny.
Oh man. I'm like, you know.
Thinking too hard about it.
Just, you know, bring me home a hot redhead.
It's called a fantasy.
Listen, it doesn't have to be a fantasy. It could be a reality. Find a hot redhead and bring her home.
Go see a showgirl.
If you're a hot redhead, you can hit me up at wandersofweird@gmail.com. Like,
not you. That is not what this email is.
It is. It is.
Can you imagine if that is the only email we ever get?
Wandersofweird@gmail.com, or find us on Facebook and send us a message there. Like, here.
Yeah. Or you can DM us, slide into our DMs on Instagram.
Or TikTok.
Or, well, I don't think you can message on YouTube,
hey,
but...
Leave a comment.
Yeah, you can comment on our videos. Watch a couple of them, even.
Not that there's any video to see.
No, but you can still play them. And if you have, like, YouTube Premium, you can, like, lock your phone and it'll play. Or you can cast it to your TV or whatever.
There you go.
We do get decent views. That's how also I can tell, like, if an episode is going to do well, is if it's, like, the next day and there are no views on an episode on YouTube. I know that that's, like, something that doesn't really hit. Because sometimes within, like, a couple of hours, there's, like, 13 views on our YouTube.
Nice.
And that's how I know that, like, that's a topic that hits a little bit better. Yeah. Our state ones usually do okay.
I'm still just in awe that our Gatlinburg episode did so well.
Yeah.
And continues to do so well.
Yeah. It's pretty weird. But, this episode will come out in January, so that is your nonprofit.
Oh,
or was it the last, is it the last day of December?
You said it was going to come out on my birthday.
Yes, it will come out on your birthday, so it is still mine. The angel tree will be over by then, so dedicate your time to, I don't know, go read to the elderly or something. I don't know, maybe they might enjoy, like, fairy smut or something. You never know.
You never know.
Some
of those old ladies be wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Go read them Blackheart by Pixierella. I'm sure they'll enjoy it.
I'm done.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.